Hello everyone, this is Khairul Alam Shobuz from All Math Matters. Welcome to my online math class. Welcome to my another new lesson. So today we will learn a new topic, that is quadratic equation. And quadratic equation is one of the most important topics in both add maths and pure maths for the O-level students. So today in my lecture I would like to cover four things. First, what is the quadratic equation? Second, roots of this quadratic equation, and then next, nature of these roots, and finally I will show how to find the equation of any quadratic equation. Okay, first question is, what is quadratic equation? So the general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal 0. But here condition is a must be not equal 0. Here a, b, c are arbitrary constant. Why it is a must be not equal 0? If a is 0, then it cannot be possible to make a quadratic equation, because the main characteristics of a quadratic equation is must be the power of x is 2, otherwise it cannot be possible to make a quadratic equation. Now I'll derive the roots of this quadratic equation. So ax square plus bx equal negative c. Now we can take common a from both parts. So if we do this, then we'll get x square plus b over a into x equal negative c. Okay, now we can write it like that, x square plus b over a x equal c over a. Okay, now you need to know two formula for completing square, for making a quadratic expression in the completing square form. So this is so important. If the expression is like that, x square plus mx, then we can write it like that, x plus m over 2 whole square negative m over 2 whole square. And if x square negative mx, then you can write x negative m over 2 whole square negative m over 2 whole square. So these two formulas are so important to finding the completing square. Okay, now if we use this formula in this part, so if you look at here m, so in terms of a, here is the value is b over a, so we can make this formula by using first formula, that is x plus b over a over 2 whole square negative b over a over 2 whole square equal negative c over a. Now we'll do some workout here. So x plus b over 2a whole square equal negative c over a plus b square over 4a square. Here we just square this term and take this part in the right side. Okay, now if we do another calculation, x plus b over 2a whole square, now you can do the LCM here. So if we do the LCM, 4a square, so 4a square, so it will be 4ac plus b square. So now if we do the next part of this calculation, then it will be x plus b over 2a. Now we can do the square root in the both side, then it will be plus minus root over b square negative 4ac divide 4a square x equal negative b over 2a plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divide 2a. That means if we do the square root, 4a square become 2a. Now finally we do the LCM of these two parts, then it will be 2a negative b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. So this is the roots of this quadratic equation. So usually we use this formula directly, but I think many students does not know how to derive this formula. So that's why I derived this formula for your better understanding. Now look at the roots of this quadratic equation is, so in short we can write it like that. So for any quadratic equation we can write x equal negative b plus minus root over b square negative 4ac over 2a. So this is the formula for finding the roots of quadratic equation. Okay. Now I'll show an example how to find the roots from a quadratic equation. Okay, let us consider a quadratic equation x square negative 7x plus 12 equals 0. So now if you compare this equation with this general equation, then here a equal 1, b equal negative 7 and c equal 12. So by using this formula we can find the roots of this equation. So then it will be negative b, so negative 7 plus minus root over b square minus 4 multiple a multiple c divide 2 multiple a, which is 1. So now doing the workout, then we will get the value of these roots, then it will be minus minus a plus, so root over 49, 4 12s are 48 over 2 1s are 2. Okay, now finally we can write it like that, x equal 7 plus minus, you just subtract this and then we'll get 1 over 2, or x equal 7 plus minus 1 over 2, because if we do the square root of 1 then it becomes 1. So x equal, if you take the plus sign then it will be 7 plus 1 over 2 or 7 negative 1 over 2. So that means the roots of this equation become 4 or 3. So in that way you can easily find the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, now we will learn what is the roots of the equation and some characteristics of these roots. For doing more sums we need to do this. That means what is the sum of these two roots? That means what are the sum of two roots of any quadratic equation and what is the product of two roots. So now let us consider two roots like that, negative b plus root over b square negative 4ac over 2a, and another is negative b negative root over b square minus 4ac over 2a. Now we can consider these two roots with two Greek letters, that is first one is alpha and second one is beta. Okay, now our question is what will be the sum of these two roots. So number one, sum of two roots is alpha plus beta equal negative b over a. Number two, what is the product? So product of two roots alpha into beta equals c over a. So how it comes? So by doing calculation these two roots, then we will get this, because if you add this and this part, then we will get negative b over a. If we multiply this and this part, then in short we will get c over a. So this is the sum and product of roots of any quadratic equation. Okay, now we will learn what is the nature of these roots. Okay, so what will be the nature of these roots? That means, is it a equal or real or imaginary or rational? So we can find by doing only one thing. Okay, so if you look at carefully in these roots, so here negative b and 2a cannot be changed, but inside root b square minus 4ac can be changed, because by changing the b, a and c, value of a, b and c, this inside value can be changed. That's why this value is called discriminant. So here discriminant of quadratic equation is d equal b square negative 4ac. This is so important, because by knowing the value of discriminant you can easily say what will be the nature of the roots of this quadratic equation. That's why you need to know only four things. So number one, if d greater 0, that means if the discriminant is positive, then the roots of the equation, this is the short form of equation, will be real and distinct. That means not equal. Number two, if d equals 0, that means if the discriminant is 0, that means that then this part will be 0, then only the value will be negative b over 2a. That means two roots will be equal. Then the roots of the equation will be real and equal or same. You can call it same, equal, no problem. Okay, now number 3, if the discriminant is negative, then the roots of this quadratic equation will be imaginary. Why it is imaginary? We know that if the inside value of root is negative, that will be undefined or imaginary number. That means the root will be not real, or you can tell it's imaginary. Okay, last but not the least, that is number 4. If D is a complete square that means the value of discriminant will be like square number like 1, 4, 9, 16 like that. Then the roots will be rational number. Now what is rational? Rational means is a fraction which can be written like that, P over Q, where P and Q are the co-prime number which has only common factor 1. So P and Q is the co-prime number. Okay, these are the 4 conditions for finding the nature of the roots. So by doing this calculation, that means by finding the discriminant, you can easily say what will be the nature of these roots. Now I'll show 4 example, and now I'll show 4 example of quadratic equation. That means from this example we can say what is the nature of these roots. Okay. So number 1, example 1, if we consider a quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 3 equals 0, then now we need to find what will be the nature of these roots. So now we first find the discriminant. So here discriminant D will be, so look at here, A is 1, this is A, B is 4 and C is plus 3. So if we write this formula, then we will get the discriminant will be B square negative 4AC, that means 4 square negative 4 multiple 1 multiple 3, that is 16 negative 12, that is 4. Look at here, the discriminant is a positive number, so we can say the roots of the equation are real and distinct. Okay, if you look at carefully, it also a square number, so you can say the roots of this equation will be rational. Both are same, both could be the roots of this equation. Okay, now I'll show another example. Number 2, let's say another quadratic equation is x square negative 6x plus 9 equal 0. So here discriminant D equal, here B is negative 6, so negative 6 square negative 4 multiple A is 1 and C is 9. So that is 36 negative 36 equals 0. So look at here, the discriminant is 0. So I already discussed that if the discriminant is 0, then the roots of this equation will be equal, real and equal. So the roots of the equation are real and equal or same. Okay, now I'll show another example how the roots will be imaginary. Now I'll show example 3. if we consider a quadratic equation like that, x square plus 9x plus 17 equals 0. So then what will be the roots of this equation? Just I am randomly take a equation, then I don't know what will be the discriminant. Just we find the discriminant d equal b square, that is 9 square negative 4 multiple. Okay, if we take it's a large number, that you can say it is 25, then it will be help you to understand better. So 1 multiple 25, so that will be 81 negative 400, sorry, negative 100, so it becomes negative 19. Okay, I would like to show that if the discriminant is negative, then what will be the roots of this equation? So the roots of this equation will be imaginary number. That means we can't find any real value from this equation. So the roots of the equation are not real. Okay, so if someone know the discriminant of a quadratic equation, then you can easily find the nature of the roots. Okay, finally we will learn how to find the quadratic equation if the roots are given. Okay, the formula is the equation of any quadratic equation that will be, the formula is x square negative sum of two roots multiple x plus product of two roots equals 0. So by using this equation you can easily find the quadratic equation. Okay, let us consider two roots. If someone say that two roots are, one is alpha equal 2, another is beta equal 3, then what will be the quadratic equation? Okay, this is so easy. Just look at x square negative 2 plus 3 into x plus 2 multiple 3 equals 0, or x square negative 5x plus 6 equals 0. So this is the quadratic equation if two roots are given. So this is so easy. If someone can memorize this formula, the equation of a quadratic equation, so that is x square negative sum of two roots into x plus product of two roots equals 0. That means if the roots is given, then you just add the two roots and find the product of these roots and just put this value in this equation, then you can easily find the equation of the quadratic form. So in my lecture I had tried best to show what are the important topics in quadratic equation. So I believe that if you practice these whole things properly at home, then you can easily solve the quadratic equation, or you can easily solve the any question from quadratic equation. And keep in mind, this is so important topics because most of the case at least 1 or 2 question will come on your O-level exam. Okay class, thank you everyone.